How much should I sell my house for? That's what we're talking about today with a little bit of a different background. Hey everybody, I'm Caitlin McKegg. I'm a realtor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and today I'm talking about how much should I sell my house for. And I wanted to spice it up a bit by giving you a little bit of a different background other than my home office. And what better day to do it on a beautiful day in April here in Phoenix. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I post new videos every Friday about living in Phoenix and Phoenix real estate, and you don't want to miss it. Also, if you are more of a social media person, you can always follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, so check it out. So you're thinking about selling your house and you don't know what you can sell it for. Well, I'm here to help and give you some tips on that. First of all, I know a lot of people start with Zillow, which is not a terrible place to start, but I will tell you that Zestimate is not right. Here's why. They have no idea what kinds of updates you've put into your home since you've moved in, whether you have wood floors or the original tile, or if you have granite countertops or not. And they actually admit that 67% of the time, they're within 5% of the sales price. So I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound too accurate to me. So instead of using the Zestimate, here's how a realtor will determine the value of your house. They will put together a comparative market analysis, or a CMA. And a CMA is a combination of homes that have sold in your neighborhood that are comparable to yours. Here's what they're going to be looking for. They're looking for sales that have taken place within the last 3 to 6 months. The more recent, the better. They also want to look in your subdivision and find a model match if possible. If not a model match, you really want to try and match at least the square footage or the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. If you're matching on square footage, you want to make sure that you're within 20% of the square footage size of your house. There's also major comparative features like a pool. You don't want to compare your house to a house that has a pool if you don't. Age is a factor, so try to find homes that have sold that are the same age as your house. And finally, look at the pictures and see if these homes have similar upgrades to yours. Some of the major upgrades are flooring, kitchens, and backyards. When you're looking at comparable home sales, you want to find about 3 to 5 solid comparable sales, and that should give you a better idea on value. Now, it's not just that easy. There's a few other things that you want to take into consideration when you are trying to find a good price to sell your house. Market statistics is a big one. What's going on in the market right now? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Those types of things will help you decide what the demand is going to be for your house. Higher demand means that you can get away with pricing it a little bit higher. And maybe if it's a buyer's market right now, pricing conservatively is probably a good idea. Now, I'm not talking just market statistics about the overall market, but specifically in your area. What's going on in your neighborhood? Are there 10 homes for sale, or is there only one? Those types of things will help you determine what the demand is going to be for your home. Maybe someone really wants to live in your neighborhood, but can't get in and they're waiting for one house to come up for sale. If that's the case, they might be ready to pay top dollar just to get into your neighborhood. The other factor you want to keep in mind is seasonality. So there may be a season that is a higher selling time or buying time where you live. Specifically in Phoenix, I know this is the springtime. We have a lot of seasonal visitors here, and they've all decided that they want to stay long term. So we find the most sales happen in our market in March and April. So to time it with the market, selling in that high season is probably a really good idea. So all of these things will affect what your house can sell for. And in reality, a house only sells for fair market value, which is what a buyer is willing to pay and what a seller is willing to sell for. Now, keep in mind there's a difference between what your house can list for and what your house will sell for. You can list it wherever you want, but where it will actually sell is likely going to be lower unless you're in a seller's market and there's a potential bidding war that bids up the price of your home. Knowing whether or not you're in a buyer's market or a seller's market is going to be helpful for you to determine that initial list price and what your house will potentially sell for when it's all said and done. So, in my opinion, you should keep an eye on sales in your neighborhood, specifically homes that are the same size and model as yours. Take note of how quickly they're selling and the selling price that they're selling for. And second, keep track of the market in your area. If it's a buyer's market, a seller's market, and what's going on with inventory, because that will help determine the pressure in your market. Now, as another option, if you don't want to do this yourself and you don't ask a realtor, which is a bad idea, you can always ask an appraiser to come appraise your house. Now, they do charge for this. It's a few $100s, but they will give you an appraised value and an appraisal report so you have a good idea of a starting value for your home. So there you have it. Those are all my tips on how you should price your house for sale. If you have any questions about this or want to get your home value, you can always reach out to me or click the link below for an immediate home valuation. As always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm Caitlin McKeag with Berkshire Hathaway. Thank you for watching.